Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Guys, in my previous video, I told you a question where I solved that question by one way, okay, by the graphical way. And now I'm going to solve the same question with a different way, okay, with the graph of logarithmic functions. And I will try my best to give you a unique method to solve the questions, right? So the question was find the domain of fx sine inverse log base 9 x square by 4. This was the question. So there I already explained all these things in my previous video, but I'm going to give you a different method so you can say the answer. As you can see, this is sine inverse, right? So if you have y is equal to sine inverse x, if you have any function, so this function exists when x is from -1 to 1, right? So here, what is x? This is considered to be a x. So you have to say this log base 9 x square by 4 must be from -1 to 1, right? Okay. So here I want to show you something. As you can see, this is a log base 9. Log base 9. The base is greater than 1, right? So the graph would be something like this, right? You have 2 points here. The first point is here, right? A, which is 1, 0, right? And the second point will be this side if x reach to 9. For example, you have log 9x, right? Log base 9x, which is y. So this is the graph when x reach to 9. Then you can say the function value is 1. So the order pair, this point is b, and the order pair is 9, 1. So here you can see the base, then the value of the x is 9 and the value of the y is 1, right? Okay. So guys, as you can see here, if you see this value here, if you see this graph, you will see when x 9, when x, this x, see, when this x is equal to 9, and this x is equal to 9, at that time we can say the function value is what? 1. So from this graph, it is clear that if your value of x, if the value of x is greater than 9, the function value is greater than 1, right? It's not 1, it's greater than 1. And here we have to take this value maximum 1, right? See, maximum 1. We can take less than 1 or equal to 1, but we can take this value greater than 1. And I know the maximum value occurred at x is equal to 9, right? Here you can see. So we can say that the function value means this value when x is equal to 9, then we can say log base 9 is what? 1, right? So x is equal to 9. So this x is equal to 9. So here what is my x? You can say my x is this one, right? So we can say when x squared divided by 4 equal to what? 9. So when this is 9, the whole thing is x squared by 4 is 9, then you can say log base 9 is 1. Now you can solve this question. So x squared is equal to what? 4 multiplied by 9, 36. So x is equal to what? Under root 36. So we are going to take the positive value only, okay? X is equal to 6. In my previous video, the same question, right? Here we just declare the positive and negative both values, right? So here we are just considering about x is equal to 6. So we know that if I put here x, okay, so 6 multiplied by 6, 36, 36 divided by 4, 9, and this value is 9. So I'm sure that maximum value of x you have to put here according to this one, okay? For example, here x is equal to 9. So in this function x squared by 4, when you have x is equal to 6, at that time we have the value 1, right? So here we know the value of x is 1, right? Now if you see here, now please, I'm going to try my best to explain you, so please concentrate here. So this value is, you can say, when the value of x, see here, from log base 9x, when the value of x is greater than 1, see here, when the value of x is greater than 1, or you can say when x is equal to 1, for example, when x is equal to 1, okay, what is the function value? What is the value of y? 0. Okay, I know this is 0, but I want -1, means we want the whole value is equal to -1 or greater than -1. We are talking about this one. In this value we want, this value, the whole value we want negative, and negative comes before 0, right? Before 0. So here if x is equal to 1, just try to understand, if x is equal to 1, then y is what? 0, means y is positive. I don't want y positive, because I want just a -1. And you know the range of the log x is from -infinity to +infinity, right? But I want -1 only, just -1. So where is -1 here? You can say the -1 is here, right? For example, this is -1, right? So if I draw a line, for example, if I draw a line, you can say this is the intersection point, yes or no? This is the intersection point, and this value, if you draw here, you can say this is what? If this value of x here is near about 0.6 or 0.5 or 0.7, then you can say the log x is negative, right? Means log x negative. I'm not saying that this is exact -1. I'm saying when x is near about 0.6, then the function has negative value, right? But if you want to know the exact value of x, so draw a line here. You see, this is the line here, right? And this line, I know this line is y is equal to what? -1. So this is y is equal to -1, and this is what? This is your log base 9 x, means log base 9 x squared by 4, right? This is x. So we can say, we can find what? X. So how will you find x? Okay, so when we can say this x is equal to what? 0.6, right? So we can say this x is equal to 0.6, then the function has -1, right? So here we have this x squared by 4. Okay, if I understand this is the graph of this one, so what is x here? X squared by 4, and x squared is equal to 4, which is equal to, this is x squared by 4, for example, right? And if this is equal to what? -1, for example, right? Not this one, sorry. Here you can say, if you draw this one, right? So we can say this one, log base 9 x squared by 4, the whole thing, x squared by 4, this is the whole function value, right? Because this is the graph of log 9x. The same thing will be the graph of log 9x squared by 4, and this is this graph, okay? I'm talking about this graph. So this is equal to what? Y is equal to -1. So we can say this is what? -1. So what value of x I plug in, and this whole value is equal to what? -1. You understand? The whole thing, you can find it, right? Means I don't know, this will be near about this one. Means less than 1 and greater than 0, right? So it has -1. So here I have written here the whole thing, this graph, when this is the whole function is equal to -1. I am going to solve this question. So this question is just write on the exponential form. So 9, and this is what? -1, which is equal to what? X squared by 4. Now you can solve this question. This can be written as 1 by 9 x squared by 4. Then x squared is equal to 4 divided by 9. So x is equal to what? 4 by 9. Just take the positive value, which is what? 2 over 3. So we know 2 over 3 is near about what? 0.6. I told you here this will be near about 0.6. So we can say when x is what? When x is 0.6 to 0.9, okay, when x is 0.6, then this is what? From -1. So if you are from -0.6 to 9, you have, you can say the value is from -1 to 1. But here you have to solve the both values. For example, here you can say this is positive, negative, and this is also what? positive, negative, right? So after then I draw the graph here. Where is this one? You will see here. So if you are going to draw here number line, okay, so the first value is what? Plus 6 minus 6. So this is what? Minus 6, and this is what? Plus 6. And here this is what? Minus 0.6. This is minus 0.6, and this is what? Plus 0.6, right? So we can say if we are between this portion or between this portion, right? Then we can say this value is what? From minus 1 to 1, and then this function exists. So the domain is, you can say the domain is belongs to minus 6 to, this was what? Minus 2 by 3, minus 2 by 3, and 2 by 3 to 6. If your value is here, then you can say the function has, if your value of x, this one or this one, then this has minus 1 to 1, and when this is minus 1 to 1, the function exists. So this is your domain. Guys, I hope you understand. Please watch these two videos, this one and the previous one, okay? And I told you 2 ways to solve this question. I hope you all understand. Assalamu alaikum.